Alright, I've just freshly installed the Noisepad on my iPad, and I'll now demonstrate what you can do with it. So here's the basic layout. You have your tab pads, you have your effect panels, audio output, volume, and various mode buttons. This button right over here will make the orientation switch for left or right-handed, which is very handy for your personal preference. So, it comes preloaded with 3 sound banks, one from Loop Bass with a couple of 808 samples, some Dirty South flavor samples, and some bong-ra samples, which is the real deal. And of course the Chucky samples, which is 3 packs on its own, or 3 sound banks on its own.
Detroit.
These are the packs that were also included in the first version of Noisepad. These samples can be viewed in 2 different ways. There's the soundbanks control over here, with which you can switch through your soundbanks, and there's this new sort control with which you can view your sound packs and your sound banks, like so. Sound packs on the left, sound banks on the right. These are all the samples that are currently loaded into the Noisepad, and these are all the sound banks. These have been automatically created, and you can add your own pressing the button right here, calling it my sound bank or whatever you like. This one is currently empty, as you see, whereas this one is obviously filled. We can create our own collection of samples in this way. For example, I like this clap, I like this hi-hat, but maybe I'd like to switch them around. You can do that. Bit of a kick there. They can be placed anywhere, by the way, and they can also be added over here, straight to the tab pads. I'm not sure if we'll need that one, we'll see. There is the shop, where you can buy many great samples, most of which I have already loaded, which is why I have a lot of sound banks and packs at this particular point. You can see the resemblance in names right over here. Apart from the samples that you can get from the shop or that are already preloaded, it is also possible to import user samples, which will appear automatically as soon as they're imported in the user sample sound packs, which isn't showing now because there's nothing in it. And the Noisepad is constantly scanning, there it is, for new samples. And now you can use these. Basically in the same way that you use the samples from these banks. So I can add them to whichever sound bank I like. And, well, there you go. Easy. So we can play around with this, which is a lot of fun, actually. But it gets even more fun when you place them in the sequencer, which can be opened over here. You see several controls over here. These will control the rhythm, beats per minute, the tap button to change the beat per minute based on how fast you tap it, a bars button to change the length of your patterns, and a swing button to alter the swing of your beats. Currently I have no patterns because obviously it's a fresh install, so I'll just start with the first one. I want it to be 2 bars in this case, 2 bars of 4 beats. And if I press play now, it starts playing, but I can't hear anything, so I'll activate the metronome so I can hear where I am in the beat. Currently the BPM is set to 125 beats per minute. And by pressing record, everything I do with the tap pads will be recorded into this pattern. So like that easy. And as soon as the beat is basically, you know, going on its own, you can disable the metronome and just go from there. And that's a basic beat. You can copy the patterns by holding it right over here. Copy the pattern and pasting it to, well, any other slot. And so these patterns are now the same. As you can hear, you can change them like this. They're the same. I'm selecting 2 again, and what I want to do is, in the first one, I don't want to hear the heavy bass sound that we have over here. So I have selected the first pattern and I'm now erasing this sample. So now this is playing as a sort of intro thing, and I want to play the second one after. The sequencer will start playing the second pattern as soon as the first one finishes, which is great. We can apply some effects. These effects are normally only applied to the samples used by the user. So, for example, if I add a delay now, you won't hear anything, just on the buttons that I press myself, which I have now recorded. But there you go, and now it's also applied to the pattern itself. Like so. Drop it. There are some other options over here, sample options. There's a cut, hold, volume, mute, solo, and mic in. Mic in is currently not implemented, unfortunately. The cut option will cut every playing sample that is not triggered by the sequencer as soon as you press a new sample button. So for example, if I play this here and then play something else, they won't all just play simultaneously, they'll stop. Otherwise it would just be a mess. Also there's the hold button, or the hold toggle switch. And this will make each sample stop as soon as you release the tap pad. So that's fun. And there's some volume settings as well, with which you can alter the volume of each individual sample. Which is very handy for beat making. Double tap to reset to 1. Or the normal default volume. There's also some mute functionality over here. So when we're playing, we can mute samples like so, or give them a bit of a solo performance. So as soon as you've created a bit of a pattern that you like this one, which is awesome, you can export it like this to audio copy or iTunes, and well, you can hear what it's like, and copy that to the baseboard of audio copy and paste. There it is. And well, in any application you can now import this particular sample, or you can import it here, which is where you import the audio paste samples. Select whichever you like. This is something I created earlier. Bam! Beat. And it will appear under the user samples, under B. But obviously this can be any sound or any beat or whatever you import from other apps. While this is playing, it's obviously possible to jam without recording, like so.